Welcome back. We are on A Course in Miracles, lesson number 38, titled, There is Nothing My Holiness Cannot Do. Your holiness reverses all the laws of the world. It is beyond every restriction of time, space, distance, and limits of any kind. Your holiness is totally unlimited in its power because it establishes you as a son of God, at one with the mind of his creator. Through your holiness, the power of God is made manifest. Through your holiness, the power of God is made available. And there is nothing the power of God cannot do. Your holiness, then, can remove all pain, can end all sorrow, and can solve all problems. It can do so in connection with yourself and with anyone else. It is equal in its power to help anyone because it is equal in its power to save anyone. If you are holy, so is everything God created. You are holy because all things He created are holy. And all things He created are holy because you are. In today's exercises, we will apply the power of your holiness to all problems. In the 4 longer practice periods, each preferably to last a full 5 minutes, repeat the idea for today, eyes closed, and then search your mind for any sense of loss or unhappiness of any kind as you see it. Try to make as little distinction as possible between a situation that is difficult for you and one that is difficult for someone else. Identify the situation specifically and also the name of the person concerned. Use this form in applying the idea for today. In the situation involving blank, in which I see myself, there is nothing that my holiness cannot do. In the situation involving blank, in which blank sees himself, there is nothing my holiness cannot do. From time to time, you may want to vary this procedure and add some relevant thoughts of your own. You might like, for example, to include thoughts such as, there is nothing my holiness cannot do because the power of God lies in it. Introduce whatever variations appeal to you, but keep the exercise focused on the theme. There is nothing my holiness cannot do. The purpose of today's exercises is to begin to instill in you a sense that you have dominion over all things because of what you are. In the frequent shorter applications, apply the idea in its original form unless a specific problem concerning you or someone else arises or comes to mind. In that event, use the more specific form in applying the idea to it. Lesson 38. There is nothing my holiness cannot do. I have to get quiet after that. I'm being told that all the power my Father has, God, He gives to me. That's what I'm being told here. That's what you're being told here. Not only power over my life, but power to positively affect other people's lives and help solve their problems. Not easy, right? This is not what we're taught. I'm thinking about the Serenity Prayer, right? We're taught to accept the things that we cannot change. And it's a different word, but I'm going to say the smarts to know the difference. So this is where things get different, right? As far as what the world says, as far as if you were raised in the Catholic Church or if you were raised with Christianity, this is where things start to get different, right? Because of the things that happen to you. But the Course of Miracles says that, right? There's nothing my holiness cannot do because God only makes us holy because that's who He is. That makes sense to me, right? It's kind of how can you make something that you're not, right? Even when it comes to you making your kids and the genes, right? They get the genes of the family. So that part makes a lot of sense to me. But that part also sometimes gets me stuck because I start to blame myself for not being able to change things, for not seeing it the way it's supposed to be seen, because if I did, I would be able to change things. So sometimes I just want to give it up to God and not take any responsibility at all. My responsibility is giving it up. That's my responsibility because I say I can't do it. But this is directly saying, listen, own some of what God has given you, the gifts that He has, and the power that you have in your worlds, in the worlds of those you meet, in the world of those who are in your family, the people you love, that you have more control than you think. Because there is nothing my holiness cannot do. So there's nothing your holiness cannot do. Guys, let's sit with it. Have a great day.